I came across this one creator. His name is Scammer Payback, and he has 2.5 million subscribers. But he didn't always start off that way. He had this huge breakout in 2020, and I was finally able to discover the secret that he had in order to start getting millions of views in his most recent videos. And the best part is, I'll actually walk you through exactly what he does, and you can use this one trick yourself. So let's take a look at a couple of his videos. First, the one before the big breakout and one after. Here's the one before.
Hello, this is Front Tech Support. How can I help you?
Yes, can you hear me okay?
And discuss this one to you. And after
Well,
the
I would like if you could maybe...
And here's the one after.
We're destroying these scammers. I'm going to gain access to this PayPal scammer's computer, delete some of their files, of course, but before that, I want to make sure I tell them everything that I see.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I sell Bitcoin.
That's how
all day.
you're on Paxful? That's how they do it, man.
Thank you so much, and don't get scammed.
What do you think the differences are? You might think it's all about production values and the graphics, but it isn't. You can actually see it within seconds of seeing these videos. And what he changed about his channel, what created that huge growth, is he became a master storyteller. And so many YouTubers use master storytelling regardless of niche in order to grow their channel. Okay, so what is Payback Scammer doing? How do you know he's telling a story? You can tell people are telling stories in their videos because they answer 6 basic questions. Who is your character? What do they want? And why can't they get what they want? The main character is Payback Scammer. He wants to delete the files of these particular scammers, but he can't do it because he needs to get access to them, and he needs to trick them into thinking he is getting scammed. The second question you have to answer is, what's at stake? What happens if he doesn't make this happen? He's trying to make sure that they don't do what they're doing to anybody else. In other words, other people's money is on the line here. The third question is there someone who helps the character along? You can think of it as like a Gandalf or a fairy godmother kind of character, or an Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is an optional one. You don't need it for a good story, but it's good to have. And in this case, Payback Scammer doesn't have somebody to help him along doing what he's doing. Question 4, how does the character ultimately get what they want? And the trick with this one is not saying what the result is, it's how it happened. So in the case of Payback Scammer, what did he do? He downloaded the software, he changed his voice in order to make it seem like he's a victim. Question 5, how does your character change? What's the point where the story becomes more than what you're saying it is? And in so many of the new Payback Scammer videos, he actually talks about being able to help other people, being able to do this for the little person in order to stand up against these bad people. This is a classic story of a hero versus villain. So he has these moments where his video isn't just about deleting the files, it's about helping other people. And then the final question is, what is the audience going to get out of this? One of the things that he uses in his videos is to show people and get people to learn what these scammers are, what their tactics are.
Thank you so much, and don't get scammed.
The other thing I want to mention about Payback Scammer is that he uses a narrative thing. So he cuts away from what's going on in order to explain to you what's happening and what is coming up, which if you are somebody who does live streaming, you can use this technique too after you've recorded, so you can create a story out of that. But we can do this with other creators too. And so I want to look at a video by Mr. Beast.
I built the world's most dangerous escape room, and if this contestant can finish it in less than 1 hour, he wins $100,000. Level 1 is simple, they must escape this room.
Okay, what I love about these videos by Mr. Beast is that almost all of these questions get to be answered at the very beginning of the video. So who are the characters? Some people would say Mr. Beast is the character, but that's completely incorrect. It's actually these guys. What do they want? They want to get through this escape room. Why can't they do it? Because there's all sorts of puzzles and traps and dangerous things they have to figure out. What is at stake? $100,000.
Before these spikes impale them. Yeah.
So we need to get moving, guys.
Yep.
Is there somebody who comes along? Actually, Mr. Beast provides different hints and helpful things like that.
There's a key hidden somewhere in this room. Good luck. I think it's obvious what needs to happen. We leave a key. So one of you has to go stand on the pressure plate.
And how do these characters change as a result? They actually have to learn resiliency and teamwork and sacrifice at the end, because each one of them start dropping out like flies. And so what is the audience getting out of this video? Besides a massive amount of entertainment, you want to see the underdog win all that money.
There's fire right there.
Push it in the fire!
You don't need to do stuff that's wild or crazy or out of control. You can hit all of these questions pretty easy no matter your niche. So I want us to watch one final video that we can take a look and actually see what could be improved upon. This is a travel vlog channel that has under 1,000 subscribers.
voltar grátis. Chumudre,
Who are the characters? Well, it's Jayeta and his family. They are going to be going to the sea. That's what they want to do. There's no story going on. It's just an event that happens. There's nothing in their way. There's nothing to overcome. Also, what's at stake? We don't know. What happens if they don't make it to the beach? If we were to create a story based on this video, how would we do it? Who are the characters? It's this family. What do they want? They want to get to the beach. Why can't they have what they want? Maybe their car breaks down. They go to the wrong beach. What's at stake? What happens if they don't get to the beach? Well, then their whole day is ruined because this was part of a family vacation and they were planning a whole day around this. So how do they eventually get to where they want to go? Is there anybody who comes along and helps them? Somebody who gives them directions on how to get to this particular beach? How do the characters ultimately change? What really matters is getting together as a family and overcoming these struggles and creating those family bonds that last a lifetime. And so what is the audience learning? This is a family that they are there to support each other and help each other. Now I want to challenge you because on the worksheet that you can click on in the description below, I'm asking you to analyze 3 videos, 2 that are inside your niche, 1 that's outside your niche, how those videos tell their own stories. And then I want you to analyze one of your own videos. And the one thing I left off of this sheet that's really important to know is how to craft great thumbnails and titles, because that's your very first hook of your story. And if you really want to up your game, you have to click on the video right up here where you learn just that.